Utah travels to Stillwater. Look, conference games are always scary in Stillwater. Cam Rising, is he going to play? Signs indicate that he is. All right.
But there were
Who
signs
knows?
back in week 1 last year
I
that he
know.
was going to
I
play.
know. It's a finger thing, and apparently it's not broken or fractured or anything like that. I don't know if it was like an infection, if it was a sprain. I mean, they played against was it Utah State last week? Maybe they were just like, hey, just take a breather, kid, because Utah State's terrible. I don't know. But if Cam Rising, it is very if Cam Rising plays, I take Utah. If he does not play, I take Oklahoma State. It's that simple. Okay. I'm gonna run under the assumption that Cam Rising is playing. I'll lay the 1.5 with Utah. I think they're a team that can stop Ollie Gordon in the run game. You saw Arkansas did it, right? You have one of the better defensive coaching staffs in the entire country. I know you're not at home, and the Utah home away split is pretty drastic. Not the level that Wyoming is necessarily, but it's pretty drastic. And the home away split for Stillwater for Oklahoma State is also drastic too. Like that's why I think this line is as close as it is. But given it's at 1.5, yeah, I'll take Utah to win and cover. I'll do it.
I'm going to too. I listen, if Cam Rising's playing, I think this is crazy value, right? Crazy value. Utah to me, when he was healthy and playing well against Baylor, they are a tier above anything I've seen in the Big 12. Maybe Kansas State last week, but again, I
They
still
look
think
good.
Utah.
No, Kansas State did.
Oh yeah, they did. But again, this week prior, they were struggling with Tulane. Regardless, though, Oklahoma State in a win still scared the crap out of me against Arkansas, man. I really don't know. And the way they ran the ball, like you said, with Green and Jaquin and Jackson, Micah Bernard has looked very good, right? He's no Jaquin and Jackson, right? Former Utah guy there, but he's healthy. Damn it. And that is something Quinn Jackson could not do his time in Utah. And if he's playing well, he's obviously averaged 6.7 yards per carry. That's not sustainable, right? But it's really damn good. And I do think, product of their offensive
I don't
line,
know.
which I
In the
think has
Big
gotten better
12,
from last year.
in the Big 12, it could be sustainable.
3 5s. Who knows? But and against Oklahoma State, it damn sure could be. Ollie Gordon needs to control this football game and let Bowman be able to be complementary with Stribling and Owens and Presley. Those are 3 really good options. I mean, really good options. But Gordon has to be the option one. It has to be successful option one for them to have a chance and to put pressure on Utah, whether it's Cam Rising, who, by the way, hasn't played a ton of football recently. I know I trust him when he's in and healthy, but still, I mean, if you're going to win this football game, you have to control the clock, control the run, give your defense some kind of break. Because if you're Utah's good, man. Utah's good. And what they do so well is take advantage of your weaknesses. And there is a glaring one on defense side of the football for Oklahoma State. And if you can't stop the run and you can't run on offense and control the game and be able to put Isaac Wilson or whoever's playing quarterback for Utah, you know, playing catch up, then you could be in some real trouble there. That's where you see value for Utah. But yeah, I'll go Utah minus 1.5, or what was it? One?
1.5.
Yeah, minus one and a half.
I got 1.5. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't make too much of a difference, I guess, but we don't want to push these. All right, when we're picking these games, we don't want to push. All right, that's what it
exactly.
is. But yeah, of course, because we don't know the stats of Cam Rising, like it's not bettable. It's not bettable. You know,
I do think though, like, they don't do availability reports in the Big 12, do they?
I don't think so. If they were in the SEC, it would be a different story. Although they would probably just be like game time decision. That's what they'd probably say. And then
Well, yeah, you know, Kyle Whittingham. Listen, that game's 3 o'clock on Fox, and
Central
not that
Time.
I am Central Time. Thank you. Not that I'm advising, putting money on anything, but I do think, right, especially this game, if you're watching pregame warmups and you see Cam Rising out there healthy and taking reps with the ones and looking good, first of all, send us a tweet.
Yeah, tag us at the
Send
Redshirt
us a
Sophomore
tweet.
or at the Redshirt Soph, and we will lay down a 10-unit
We'll
mega
meet you
max
there.
whale on Utah. All right, that's what will happen.
Well, we don't advise you to do that, but if you want to and you
But
do
we'll
so
do
feel
it for
inclined,
you. I'll send you a tip. All right.
yes, that yeah. So that would be awesome. or if you're in the stands there in Stillwater. But regardless, so first of all, by the way, we haven't really talked about the Big 12 implications of this. Like, I'm kind of forgetting this is a conference game because it's Utah and Oklahoma State. I mean, you look at teams like UCF, Kansas State, Utah, Oklahoma State, maybe Iowa State. Like those teams have kind of separated themselves right into conference contenders. I think early on in September, the winner of this game is in a very, very good spot to at least make the title game, right? Just because of with the way their schedules do break out after this, especially with Arizona not looking great for Utah, right? And Oklahoma State having again another pretty manageable schedule.
Who knows? Cincinnati, sneaky. Just kidding, guys.
Penny
We're
Penny
just kidding
Dillingham
over
3 and
here.
0.
Kenny Dillingham 3-0, sneaky. No, we're kidding, guys. Kidding. But yeah, it's gonna be an awesome game.